give a one example of this, then you will get idea ki actual what is data and what is information. Okay, we have seen the three characteristics and regarding this one. So actually when suppose there are results are out for your class, so your result sheets are in the form of like mark sheets. Okay, then mark sheets are submitted to your respective subject teachers or the HODs. Is it able to directly find out the toppers, first 5 toppers, or the ranks, or you can say the first class students, how many are in a second class students within 5 or 10 minutes with your raw data? No, it will be difficult to manage such kind of the information, to find out your interesting information through that kind of the raw data. Then what is the solution for that? Your staff members will be enter that data with software, then there are some queries will be fired and different reports will be created. Suppose for example, find out the first 5 toppers, that will be arrange your percentage in descending order. Okay, or second one, suppose you want the first class students, you will put their condition students details between like above the 60% and below the 65%. Okay, so you find out the meaningful information according to your requirement. So that will be your information, and if it is a raw material, so it will be your data. So here you require some system which will be convert this raw data into information, where you can find out the meaningful information or meaningful material from that raw data. And what is the advantage of this information then? Just take again the same example, that is your result analysis, or you want to be find out the first class, second class students. Just recall your M3 results or the math results. When it's out, there was a 26% result. Okay, so what is the actual reaction of the subject teacher and HODs? HOD instantly takes the decision, no, this is the result is very down, so I will provide the extra lectures for the M3 class, and he conveys accordingly for that subject teacher. Okay, so what is this action? After getting the information, HOD decided, okay, I have to take action against this kind of the results. Okay, so information basically made to take decision to achieve the goal of your organization. That is the actual difference. That's why we require to convert the data into information for organization purpose or for individual purpose. So that is our, this example will be under which category? Under the organization. This academics is nothing but one kind of the organization, where you have the principal, you have the HODs, you have the subject teachers, and finally you students are there who work together. These are the components. These components work together for the system. Okay, that is again a system, and according to some rules, regulations, you work here, and for to take decision, HOD also be required the data. On that data, you after manipulation, the information is calculated, and finally that information is helpful to managers. Managers means here your HODs to take a further decision. So here the details we already have seen, that is the data versus information. Data is nothing but the fact it is given one number, statements or pictures. It represents something in real world. It is a raw material, and information is meaningful data is with a relationship, and it can be a calculated or the generator after the manipulation. Moving further, how you get the data, how your data is converted into the information. We already have seen 3 steps. One, here the information computer-based information system takes data as a raw material. So just map this concept. If you have the mechanical kind of the companies, so what is the input for that? Raw material. What is your company does? It processes that raw material, and your products are created. So in this picture, it displays the bicycle. Okay. So when we thought ki how it is made up, it is made up of different seed, then tires, and there are different components. But how it is created? Because of this manufacturing, on which it is will be executed. So that is with the raw material. So it should be a like input for this system. Then you can get final output, that is a product. Similarly for the information system, here we don't have a physical kind of the data like your mechanical industries. So what is here? Here it is the data as the input. So data is nothing but like your different documents which has the information of your organization or the particular topic. Then this data is fed to system. Which system? Now here it is a computer system. Now this computer system includes, it is under which resources? Here it includes the hardware resource and software resource. Okay, fine. Now after this input data to the computer system, after processing all this, it generates the information. Now you can see the in picture there is some graph is displayed on that monitor. So that is nothing but report is generated because of this calculation. Suppose they fire the query key, just display the daily report. So you suppose they want the daily sale of the organization. So on first day it is suppose 10 units. Afterwards it increased to up to 1000 units. So the growing graph is displayed with your monitor. So this is the idea of your information system. It works in 3 stages: accept the data, process the data, and finally display that data in the form of information or the graph on your screen. So this is the actual example of your information system. Now moving further, it is not only be a concept like you just create the information that will be a correct one, or it will be helpful for your managers. It also we have some characteristics, some rules which that information should follow. There are some rules or characteristics for useful information. It can be creates the different kinds of information, but whether it is useful, how we can decide? Because of these 5 characteristics. Now first characteristic is the relevant. So whatever the information you want, that is should be relevant to your particular topic. Okay. So they provide the example here, like suppose you provide the bio information or CV about you for the placement to your companies. If you are software engineers, you should, or you are under the computer IT departments, so you should provide which skill you have, which software languages you know. It is not required to put your other extra activities or the other mechanical experiences with your biodata. So it should be relevant, means the data, whatever the input to your system, that is relevant to particular that organization system one. Means suppose you have the college organization, then it is not required to get the information about the other politics kind of the material. So that is a relevant information which is required for particular topic, a particular concept. Next one is a complete one. Now suppose you put the partial information or incomplete data, but obvious it will give the wrong results. Okay. Example of this complete data, complete information. Just take the example. Suppose I put the enter the marks of only 40 students and your class strength is a 60. So that time, suppose I want to find out the first rank student. So out of 40, I find out suppose the 68% as a first rank, but your actual topper was at 70th place, that is a 90%. So but always because of incomplete data, you got the wrong information. Okay. Now next one is the accurate. Your data entry should be accurate one, means it is suppose percentage is 68, so it should be like 68, should not be 86. So if you put the wrong data, it is suppose not accurate one, it again goes to the wrong results, wrong decision making. Next one is the current. Now for to calculate, to take the decision for current trends for today's life or today's action, you should enter the current information in your system. And last and most important is the economical. Why? Because when you say ki I want the information about a particular topic and it gives the maximum burden of financial aspects on organization, but obviously it is not be handled by your organization. For example, suppose you are going to spend a lot of money in regarding the marketing aspects, so it will be not helpful for your organization when you consider this economical factor with your information. So these are the 5 characteristics of your information.